and I'm smoking on platinum. Got my eye on the prize so I don't do distractions. I'm coming back.
Yo, what it do? It's your boys Juice and Lou, and we back here with another episode for y'all. As promised, we are going to talk about Julio Jones. About his trade, it's heating up a little bit, even though we get this same talk every year, and the Falcons end up pulling out. But I guess it's going to be done this year. I'm guessing it's going to be done, So he is getting up there in age. So what we're going to talk about is if the Falcons were to trade Julio Jones, where would he go? Or where would they trade him to? What would his best fit be? J. Lou, I'm going to let you go.
Okay. So the GM yesterday did announce that they are open to Julio Jones trade rumors and talks. So he's basically saying he's willing to answer the call this year. Now, Julio only played 9 games last year. Of course, injuries held him back. It's only the second time in his career that he didn't play 10-plus games in a season, which is, he's 32 years old, so he's getting up there in age for a wideout. And this will be his 10th season coming up. He only caught 51 passes last year, 770 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the year. So regression is a scary thought for the GM right now for Atlanta. So that's why I think they're moving him. Well, trying to at least for the right price. Now, first, before I answer what teams, I think Julio. I think it is the right move for the Falcons to move him because once again, this is probably the highest he'll be in like condition wise because like I said, he's getting older and his value is going to drop, of course, when he gets older. So his value is pretty high still. He's probably, when healthy, a top 10 wideout. Could be top 5 in some people's eyes. And some people still have him at 1. Shoot. So his value is still high right now. So the Falcons can trade him and ultimately call a finesse deals. Probably get a first-round pick still for Julio. So that brings to the question, what teams would be a good fit for Julio? Now I got 3 situations. First team I want to talk about, the Patriots could be one. Now, Bill Belichick, he likes, bigger receivers, had Randy Moss back in the day. He also has, the slot receivers for Brady back in the day. But clearly with Randy, they went, 16-0 that regular season? So him having a big receiver worked in the offense, and him with Cam Newton, I think that's a good pairing because Cam's not the most accurate passer now, and Julio's a go-get-it guy, and he can run routes really good. So him and Julio would be a great pairing, along with the signings they just got. They got Jonnu Smith now and Hunter Henry off the tight end spot. You have solid running backs with James White and Damon Harris.
Right.
They're starting running back now. And then I'm pretty sure they signed Kendrick Bourne this offseason, wideout. And I'm missing someone else. But I know they've got some offensive weapons right now. But adding Julio, a number 1 threat, would be very good for them, in my opinion. So that's the first team. Second team, I was thinking another team in that division, actually. The Dolphins. Now, they are projected to draft a wideout possibly at their pick, the 6th pick right now, which the draft is tomorrow. So adding Julio with a young up-and-coming wideout, I could see why they wouldn't want to spend like a pick for Julio since they're about to draft a guy who's hoping to be a number 1. But
Right.
I think giving Tua all the weapons down in Miami would be a smart idea because he's still a young quarterback trying to develop. And why not get him a veteran wideout to go out there? Now, for cap situation, they had the money the Dolphins do have the money for Julio this season. So I was thinking possibly Julio, and say they draft Jamar Chase. Then they have Devontae Parker, Mike Gesicki, who can split out to a wide receiver. And then backfield, you got Myles Gaskin right now, who had a good season. So why not? That's a solid offense right there with Julio in it. But the third team, probably the most intriguing one, of course, is the Baltimore Ravens. Now they need a number one. Lamar needs a number one, I should say. And Julio fits their type of play style, big physical receiver who can block for the running quarterback or for a running back as well. And that'll help Lamar's game tremendously on like third downs and long, can target Julio a lot. I think with the Ravens, his ceiling wouldn't be that high because they're a run-first team. That's the only his stats would take a big hit because, like I said, they're a run-first team. But I feel like he will get more touchdowns, though. You utilize him in the red zone offense. So those are the three teams that I would look out for if I was the Falcons to trade with, in my opinion.
Okay. I like that. I was reading an article, SportsLine had 6 teams in the running for Julio. I'm gonna go from 6 to 1. 6, they had the Colts. I'm not mad at the Colts, but to get that veteran receiver with Carson Wentz, it's not bad. Eagles, you could go get you a receiver. Just don't know what. I don't know what you could possibly give up though. Patriots, like you said, why not? You already got it's Bill Belichick as the coach. You got everybody you need except for the wide receiver. Why not go get you one? And he can mentor N'Keal Harry. He can do that while he's there. So why not? Titans just lost Corey Davis. Just lost Corey Davis. AJ Brown looks up to Julio Jones. Why not have him on the same team on the other side, on the opposite side? So that works too. Raiders at 2. Why not? Even though you should really focus on a lineman more than a wide receiver, in my opinion. And the number 1, Ravens. Right. I do agree. The one teams I can agree with the Patriots, I can agree with the Titans, and I can agree with the Ravens. But the most, I think the Ravens are the front runner right now. Because get Julio, move Hollywood to 2. You could focus on Miles Boykin. You could probably draft O-line and edge, maybe. Even though probably still going to draft receiver, maybe. Probably going to look to move Miles Boykin down. But I just feel like having Julio takes a lot of stress off of Lamar, clearly. Not only does it give him a number 1 option, but it also helps Julio in this because the Falcons were a real passing offense. Like, they passed majority of the game. Before Todd Gurley and all that others, well, not Todd Gurley, just scratch that. The Falcons as a whole was a really passing team. So I guess you could look, this is what I meant to say. You can look at Julio as Todd Gurley, like how he was for the Rams. They ran him. Then he got hurt. And now he's regressing. Now, of course, Julio didn't regress as bad as Todd Gurley did, but Julio Jones on a run-first team with injuries in his past, on a run-first team, like you said, he can block. He doesn't have to do the absolute most because it's a run-first team. He's not going to probably get as injured. And then you got I forgot Sammy Watkins earlier. Sammy Watkins to the 2. And put Hollywood in the slot. That's what I meant. If that's the case, we probably don't have to go receiver. But that's if we drafted or traded for him before the draft, which we're probably not going to do. But it takes a load off of Julio as well because he doesn't have to try hard as much. And I just think that the Ravens are the best fit. The best fit. If he goes to any of these other teams besides the Titans and Patriots, he's going to be the same like how he was in Atlanta because they're throwing teams. The Raiders, they're going to throw the ball a lot. Patriots, not Patriots. Eagles, they're going to throw the ball a lot. The Colts, they're going to throw the ball a lot, or at least more than the Patriots, Titans, and Ravens will at least. So he has a healthier season with the Ravens, Titans, and Patriots. But I want him to go to the Ravens because, well, just put this fan from being aside. As a Ravens fan, I'll put that to the side. He should go there for his own health. For his own health. And Ravens have the better chance of going places than the Titans and Patriots. As of next year. So, especially the Titans. Because, since, you know, you only got one receiver now. Who knows if Ryan Tannehill going to come out and do the same thing. And then your defense is terrible. So why not be on a winning team with a quarterback with a high win percentage? Why not? With a great completion percentage. You're going to have a lot of one-on-ones. Because you know why? You got to worry about a read option. Got to worry about a toss to JK or a run by Lamar. If you're not running, you got to worry about Julio Jones. That's tough. That's tough. Hey, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Julio to the Ravens
is still under contract for 2 years, so until he's 34, he'll be a free agent. So who knows if he'll play that long though?
I don't know. Who knows? I think the Ravens, as of right now, are the favorites though. But yes, thank you guys for tuning in this episode. That's gonna wrap it up for you, and just continue to like, continue to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and just to share to others, man. Just keep on sharing it, keep on watching, and until next time, it's your boys Juice and Lou, and we out of here. Peace.
Yo, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, turn post notifications on so you know when we post next. All right, peace.